Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, we got another wonderful evening here ahead of us from Canland Ice Arena in West Dundee, Illinois. Alex Tatum with you and the NIU Huskies. Welcome to all who are tuning in with us on this little bit chilly Saturday evening. I saw a couple flurries driving here to West Dundee today, but it was kind of inevitable at this point, already late November, and enjoyed the warm weather while we could. Tonight we got game 2 for the NIU Huskies playing the Waldorf Warriors. We got both teams skating on the ice here now. Waldorf just hopped on, and NIU's about to be right behind them. Yesterday was our Veterans Day game where we were celebrating and thanking all the U.S. veterans, and it's not necessarily restricted to one game. It's always good to thank a veteran and thank a current U.S. military member for all that they've done for us, protecting us and our rights in our country. So, huge shout out to them. We have just uploaded some NIU Husky hockey swag to our website. So if you'd like to go check that out, go check it out at www.niuicehockey.com. And now for the starting lineup for the Waldorf Warriors. Today in between the pipes we got Jordan Bershimsky playing as goalie. For the defense sitting right in front of him, we got number 6, Michael Hedekamp, and number 19, Jordan Rimmon. The wingers sitting in front of them tonight are going to be the number 9, Zach Jimenez, and number 24, Wade Auger. And last but not least, center taking the face-off, we have Tyler Nelson. And now for your Husky starting lineup here tonight. Sitting between the pipes, starting again as he did yesterday, we got Ben Vucci as goalie. Defense, Alec Porzondak and Luke Marks. We got wing pair, Rodon Evans and Jay Clement. And last but not least, taking the face off, we have Matt Martin. And now a quick moment for our national anthem. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we got your NIU Huskies here playing the Waldorf Warriors tonight. Looking at the chat there, appreciate your kind words, means a lot. And hopefully we can get a Husky win tonight. Tuning in today, we have Wayne Bauer over in Cali. A little bit warmer weather over there. He's enjoying on his business trip. He is not only one of the coaches here for NIU, but also the general manager, so huge shout out to him. Coming in from out of town today, we have Luke Mark's parents. You know, the dad came down from Minnesota, the mom flew in from Washington, D.C. this morning. So here to come watch him play for work, so huge shout out to them. Got lining up here, Huskies and Waldorf. And the game is underway, and Huskies come out on top. We got Evans for a quick shot, going a little high over the net there. We got Clement putting it right in the slot. Unfortunately, Waldorf was able to get a touch on it, getting it out of the zone. Porzondak rings it around the boards. Put that up to the blue line. Waldorf, a little late there, carrying across the blue line, causing offsides. Causing the puck to be dropped right outside of the Husky zone. Stay inside here, dot right outside the blue line. Martin wins the face-off. Comes back to his D and gets it right back and gets it deep into Waldorf zone. Number 9 for Waldorf, pass it across the ice, number 16. 16 carries it wide, getting a little pressure from Zondak, pass it across. Has backhanded shot, missing that a little bit to the left. Martin's able to get a nice little touch on there, getting it out of the zone, get it up to Evans. You see Evans fighting with it a little bit there, getting it right over to Waldorf Stick, who passed it up to 24. 24 passed it across to 16, back 24. And Peters with a very nice intercept there, not letting Waldorf get a shot off this game yet. Bry passes it behind the net, puts it over to Peters. Peters puts it through neutral ice, barely missing the tape of Colwell, putting it deep into Waldorf zone for an icing. Got the play being dropped back down in the Husky zone stand side, right in front of the net. We got Haberman taking the face off against Pierce. Cole had a nice little sing through there. We had Waldorf sneak in there, got a quick shot off. A nice keep in there by Klusat for Waldorf. Waldorf comes out on top, tries to go for that quick shot. We had a nice stop there by Peters. And Pierce putting pressure on Waldorf from the corner. Puck gets passed up. Pass right back down to number 10. 10 for Waldorf, carries behind the net. Pass it up the boards to 4. 4 across the ice over to 28. 28 for a shot. And a nice stop there by Bry. Bry puts it off the glass. And 28 for Waldorf had a nice block down. Another quick shot and then the save by Vucci. Puck gets running around the boards, going back up to 10, who puts it right back deep into the Husky zone. 20. Cuts through the corner. And Colwell had a nice touch on there, knocking it off of his stick, causing an out of play. After Waldorf tried to shoot it again, deflecting off of Colwell's stick and hitting the net. Tuning in today as well, we got Kathleen Newmare. She's watching from Healy, Alaska. Welcome in here, and appreciate you tuning in to watch the Huskies play the game here. NIU again comes out on top from the face-off. We got Wall skating through the neutral zone, dropping it back. Walney, a quick shot off, and a nice block by 12 there in Waldorf. Walney goes back to Weitzel. Weitzel back to Walney. Walney dumps it down in the corner, puts it over to Pathana. Pathana comes out on top, gets over to Wall. Pathana's able to get a touch on it, get it back in deep before it leaves the Waldorf zone. Marks looks up for the pass. And a nice pass over to Wall, who tipped it deep into the Waldorf zone. NIU Huskies get a couple of fresh legs out there. Waldorf holding it behind the net, trying to set up a play. Nice pass up there by Waldorf to 18. You had a nice tip in the zone, getting it deep in the Husky zone. We see a Marks pass over to after Gonzalez. Gonzalez skates it in. Puck gets running around the boards, and number 12 is able to carry it out and into the Husky zone. Had a great back check there by Gieske, knocking it right off of his stick. Gonzalez able to get a touch on it, pass over to after, and get it out of the Husky zone. Puck goes back deep into the Husky zone of the corner. Over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez goes for a tip and leaves the zone. Number 6 for Waldorf. Able to get a nice touch on it, dumping it back deep into the Husky zone. Clement coming in from out of nowhere. Oh, he had a nice quick shot there by the Waldorf defenseman. And a nice save by Vucci. Puck stays into the Husky zone for Zondak, passing it through neutral ice over to 13 for Waldorf. Zondak holds it behind the net, looking for that open pass while Huskies are able to set up a little bit. Had a nice keep there by 24 for Waldorf. Waldorf passes it over to Peters. Peters able to pick off that pass, catch it, and get out of the zone. See Evans with a great little slash there, not slash, nice little poke check. Oh, puck goes right off the post off a Husky shot. Great scoring opportunity there. Unfortunately, it was a little too far to the left and it hit the post and bounced out. And Evans again with a great little poke shot there, causing the puck to go in the air over Waldorf's stick. Puck goes down to March. March tries to get it out. Waldorf beats him to it. And a great hit there by Anderson, knocking him off the puck. Not only that, but getting him possession of the puck. You see NIU in possession again, Anderson. Anderson putting some pressure there on Waldorf. Anderson, Pafano. Pafano for a shot, barely missing the net high into the left. Marks up on the blue line for another shot, and another save by the goalie. We saw Marks yesterday was one of the 2 Husky goals we scored. Hopefully he can repeat that same process today. Already on a better roll than yesterday. In the first couple minutes, we were down 2-0, but we got 14:22 here remaining in the first period, and it's been a great game so far. There's a lot of things to learn from the game yesterday, and I think the guys really capitalized on that chance, and they came out flying today, ready for the skates to hit the ice. Nice shot by Bry from the point. Brzondek gets it, skates that back out of the zone, giving him a little bit more room, and a nice little tip into the zone there by Pathana. And a nice keep by Brzondek. A nice back check by Pathana, not letting Waldorf get a chance to bring it into the zone. Puck gets immediately dumped right back deep into the Husky zone, with Vucci behind the net stopping it. Bry picks it up, looking for that open pass again. And it goes through the feet, a wall, and unfortunately an icing against the Huskies. See the play being dropped back down in the Husky zone stand side. There you see a little bit of dog call happen there, but a quick shot by Waldorf and a nice stop by Brzondek. We saw Gonzalez with a nice shot block there. You see him put a little bit of pressure and winning the puck, getting it right up to Walney. Walney skates it into the Waldorf zone. Quick for nice shot on net, putting the puck for a rebound. Unfortunately, Waldorf was able to get it out before a Husky jersey was there. We see 20 skating it in through neutralize over to 8. 8 over 6. 6 for a quick shot, going right into Vucci's glove for another wonderful save, keeping this a 0-0 game. Get the Huskies again, line it up. We got Gonzalez here taking the face off against Aberman. And Gieske gets the puck, has a nice little chip going over the defense and head. He is skating hard. He's got the wheels there. We see the puck go right back to Peters. Peters looking up that open ice. Over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez, nice little behind the back pass over to After. After to Gieske. And Gieske with a nice chip into the Waldorf zone. See, Martin had a nice keep in there, putting pressure on Waldorf, not letting the puck get out of the zone. Martin carried it into the Waldorf zone yet again, spinning around, trying to get a little bit of open ice. Mark's a little too quick there for number 18, who was trying to race for that puck. Takes a weird bounce out in front of the net. Cerny picks it up, puts it over to Martin. Martin back to Cerny, and Cerny up into neutral ice. Number 4 for a quick dump in right back into Waldorf zone. Puck goes to Marsh. Marsh had a nice pass to Clement, who chipped it out of the zone. After a nice race there by Evans. And number 4, puck leaves the Waldorf zone, entering the, let's go for a quick shot. Sky right over the net. You see Marsh picking it up again here in the corner. And skating it out of the zone. Puck goes back to Brzondek, who puts it off the boards right back up to Evans. 17-28-4 for Waldorf. Back over to 13, 13-12. We see number 12 drop right onto the ice. holding his face. Morgan Sweeney seems to be hurt. In the line of the ice, refs did not call anything. Seems to be a clean hit that went wrong. Hit him, caught him just wrong. He is getting up. Luckily, thank God, he is not hurt. Skating over to the bench. Still even play between the Huskies and Waldorf Warriors. The rest are all talking, though, trying to figure out something. Seems to be all clear, though, making sure they're all in agreement that there was no penalty at hand. We got Pathana taking the face off there for the Huskies. Seems to be a little bit of confusion again. We got Beckett taking the face off against Pathana. NIU comes out on top. We had a nice cross-ice skate by Walney, knocking it off a Waldorf stick. Puck gets rolling around and pin on the boards with Pathana. We got two purple jerseys, or sorry, two gray jerseys over there. Keep pressure on Walney on the boards. Again, we see Walney come out on top with the puck. Really working hard back there, driving. He wants that puck bad. And he wants a Husky win today. Pathana trapped over about the hash marks again. Huskies come out on top. He goes for a pass, unfortunately missing the stick. Puck leaves his own. Bright jumps back and gets it. See Waldorf gain possession down there, trying to go for that slot pass. Puck goes up to the defense, right back down to the hash marks. Waldorf for a quick shot, and a nice save by Vucci. After, over to Gieske. Gets a nice little chip there. Going to the zone. Unfortunately, got a delayed offsides there from the chip. We see an icing against the Waldorf Warriors, causing the play to be back down in their own zone. Got 10 minutes, 80 seconds remaining here in the first period. Still a 0-0 game between the Huskies and the Warriors. Like I said, it's really a bit of a changer up from yesterday. Huskies came out firing today. They came out ready to skate and ready to play some hockey, and it's really showing through. Got Waldorf skating it out of the zone, doing a cross-ice pass. And Porzondek had a nice little step up there. Putting some pressure on Waldorf. Porzondek jump up, had a nice hit, knocking Waldorf off the puck. Waldorf regains possession down deep in the Husky zone. And the puck goes right back up to Gieske. Gieske gets a nice chip off the boards, getting it right back out of the Husky zone, not letting him get that scoring opportunity. We got Marks with a lot of time there behind the net, putting it off the boards over to Gieske. Gieske does a behind-the-back pass. Waldorf picks it off. Huskies get a couple fresh legs out as Waldorf's trying to do it. Evans jumps up with a great hit at center ice against number 24 for Waldorf Warriors. You see the quick little bit of delayed hit there after the whistle against Evans. Evans immediately got out of there because he's got his head in a straight spot tonight, not trying to pull any penalties, giving us every chance to win this game. Tonight again, you got Alex Tatum behind the mic, and you got Heroes behind the camera, here supporting the Huskies from the outside of the ice. If you haven't already, go check out our website at NIUicehockey.com. Go check out some swag, a couple shirts, t-shirts, and sweatshirts you can buy. And I believe if you're nice enough in an email, you may be able to get your kids or relatives or whoever you're supporting's name and number on the back. Weitzel goes up to the boards, takes an unlucky bounce over the Waldorf stick, and immediately gets it right out of the zone. Peters picks it up, passes it across to After. After had a weird bounce there, putting it right back into Waldorf's possession. Weitzel puts some pressure down in the corner on Waldorf, pinning that puck on the boards. And Martin is able to get it out of there, putting it up to Evans. Evans skates it in, drops it back to Rizuko. Rizuko with a nice attempted shot there. Well, Martin's quick shot, missing that barely to the left. Yeah, we had a great handful of shots so far this game. NIU's got it leading in shots just by a little bit against Waldorf. Puck goes over to Porzondak, who puts it, attempts it deep in the zone. And again, gets right back turned around, putting it right back deep in the Husky zone. Porzondak holds it down in the corner. Puts it up to Wall. The Wall's receiving a little bit of pressure against Waldorf, but he does not let Waldorf get a shot off. We see Walney put it back up to the defense, and defense did not keep it in for Waldorf, causing a offsides against the Waldorf Warriors. Waldorf getting a couple of fresh legs out there. They're all 5 fresh legs, had a full 9 change right there, both forwards and defense. And we got Pathana taking the face-off and winning the face-off, putting it back to Porzondak. Porzondak puts it up to Walney. Takes a weird bounce off his skate. It's turned around, but Pathana again swings back through and gets it back to Marsh. Marsh puts it up the boards into the neutral zone. Over to Pathana. Right back up to Walney. Walney skates it in. A nice shot on net, barely missing the net to the left. Again, we got Wall putting some pressure on Waldorf there, causing him to turn the puck back over. Marks picks it up. Marks has a nice dump into the Waldorf zone. Again, leaving Huskies with possession. A nice attempted backdoor pass there by Gonzalez while Waldorf was there, tipping it away from the goal. Gonzalez again fighting for that in the corner. Waldorf comes out on top with it. We got 2-on-3 here. After skates right across, not going to back off a Waldorf stick, dumping it back deep into the Waldorf zone. Gieske wraps it around the boards. Where Waldorf picks it up. We see Bry at the nice keep. Puts it over to Gieske, who puts it right to Peters. Peters skates it back, giving himself some room, puts it over to Bry, right back up to After, and After back to Peters. Peters has a nice dump in there, back into the Waldorf zone. After jumps back on defense as Peters is down, fighting for it in the corner. Martin jumping in to help Peters out a little bit in the corner. Waldorf comes out on top. Passes it right back up to Evans. Evans for a quick shot, and that barely missing the net to the left again. 24 for Waldorf, skates it into the Husky zone. Puts it around the defense. And Vucci had a nice quick save there. 2 saves. And NIU was able to get it out before they got a third shot off. Had a couple of very nice quick saves there by Vucci, keeping it out of the net and keeping this a 0-0 game. Then we see NIU back in possession. Evans puts it deep back into Martin. Fortunately, Waldorf was able to get a touch on it, getting it back out of their zone into the Husky zone. 16, tries to go around the defense. Porzondak touched it. We got a delayed offsides there, delayed penalty against the Huskies for a slash, it seems like. Evans going into the box, making this a Husky penalty kill. As long as we can keep it out of their zone, keep icing it, and keeping that box, we should be fine. Hopefully it stays a 0-0 game. We got 5 minutes and 14 seconds remaining here in the first period. And Gonzalez taking the face-off. Gonzalez ties up the center where Porzondak comes in, able to get a ice on it, getting it right back out of their zone. Number 6 for Waldorf skates it back into the Husky zone. Turning around in the corner, passing it up to the point. 24 for Waldorf. Goes over to 6. 6 for a quick shot. And a nice 2 saves by Vucci. Saves the first one and the rebound there. Keeping it out of the net. And we had a hit from behind there on Porzondak in the corner against number 9. 9 is okay. He's getting up now. But the ref is immediately skating Porzondak over to the box. Got again another Husky penalty kill. We only got 1:26 remaining on the first one. And we got 2 minutes on the hit from behind against Borzondek. Got a little party in the sin bin starting over there. Hopefully it doesn't continue too much longer. Got some 5-on-3 hockey here at the Huskies, only having 3. Number 6 pass at 24, back to 6, and back 24, and back to 6. Huskies keeping that triangle, not letting them pass through it and pass through the slot. Keeping the puck and the players out of the slot. 24 with a quick shot and a save by Vucci. Got a minute left on the first penalty here, still 5-3 hockey. 24 gets it up on the point, 24 back to 6. 6 for a backdoor shot and goal, making this a 0-1 game with a Waldorf Warriors goal. This is going to still be some Husky penalty kill. We only got 1:30 remaining on the penalty kill. Hopefully we don't let this persist the rest of the game. It's been a great game so far. It is still a very winnable game for the Huskies. We still got plenty of time left. Only one shot behind Waldorf here with 4 minutes and 11 seconds remaining in the first period. Waldorf, number 10, skates it into the zone. Keeping it up on the point again. The Huskies form that box. 17 on the point with another quick shot and a redirect by 8, causing another Waldorf Warriors goal, making this a 0-2 game. It is even playing now, back to 5-on-5 hockey. Hopefully that'll help the Huskies turn around, get a couple quick shots on net. And hopefully we're able to gain back our momentum we had there for the first 15 minutes. We came out flying. Skates hit the ice very well tonight for the Huskies. And hopefully we can continue that momentum we had. Pathana again taking the face-off. And win the face-off back to Walney. Walney over to Weitzel. Goes up to Peters. Peters up to Pathana. Pathana with a quick shot and a nice save by the goalie. And a rebound shot by Walney. Another quick save by the goalie. This is that momentum I was talking about. Hopefully the Huskies can come out flying, keep their heads straight, get a couple of quick shots, and hopefully get a goal here before the end of the period. Again, Pathana taking the face-off. Waldorf gains possession off the face-off. Weitzel has a nice keep in there, chipping it back into the zone. Walney gets it down to the hash marks, pass up to Weitzel. Weitzel on a quick shot and a nice redirect by the goalie there. Peters catches out of there, drops it to himself. Waldorf's able to get a touch on it. Fucci stops it behind the net. Stops it for Weitzel, goes up to Peters. Got a 2-on-2 here. Waldorf setting up in the zone. A nice quick shot. Takes a weird bounce, but Fucci is still able to get over it before it sneaks by him. And we got Waldorf to 16 and a shot, making this a 0-3 game for the Waldorf Warriors in the lead. Two minutes and 53 seconds remaining here in the first period. Had a little bit of a Husky hiccup there, but hopefully we can finish off this period strong and come out flying in the second period. Give the guys some time to go and recollect themselves. Marsh brings it back. Passing it to Rizzuko. Rizzuko has a nice tip through the neutral ice. Waldorf is able to pick it off. Let's get it back in the zone. Bring it around. Anyway, so Rizzuko with a nice tip there. Getting it back out of the Husky zone. Martin with a nice intercept there in the neutral zone, carrying it back into Waldorf zone. Walt goes for an attempted pass back door there and missing him. And unfortunately, it seems that one of the Waldorf defensemen and Rizzuko tripped over each other, sliding into the goal, and the goalie knocking the net off before we were able to get a shot off. Martin taking the face-off in between Rizzuko and Clement, with Bry and Marks backing him up. Clement gets it down in the corner, puts it up to Marks. It was a really nice keep there. Over to Clement. Clement with a shot and a rebound. And Waldorf was able to get it out of the slot before the Huskies were able to sneak it by the goalie. Marks again with another shot, takes a weird bounce, barely misses the net to the right. Waldorf chips it around Bry, carrying it out of the zone, making this a 2-on-2. A great back check there by Martin, knocking the puck right off of Waldorf's stick before he's able to get a shot off. 24 for Waldorf, skates it up, carries it out of the zone, giving himself and his team a little bit more room. Again, 24 carries it right back into the zone, putting it over to 16. 16's go for that backhanded shot, and a nice save by Vucci. Puck goes right back up to 19. Puck goes right over his stick and leaves the Husky zone. 24 picks it up, and Peters is able to knock 24 off the puck, getting him and the puck out of the zone. Puck again leaves the zone. A lot of back and forth hockey here between the two teams. Can't seem to stay in either zone right now. Just keeps dancing in the neutral zone. 8 carries it in, goes for a quick shot. Bouncing high up in the slot, and Gonzalez knocks it out of the air. And after it's able to again sneak it out of the Husky zone. We got a minute left here in the first period. And a quick shot, missing the net to the left. And again, we see 10 passing over to 4, 4 over to 8. 8 for Waldorf, carrying it into the Husky zone. Goes for that quick shot. A nice save and covering by Vucci. And only 45 seconds here remaining in the first period. Huskies seem to have found their edge again. Not letting any more pucks sneak by them. And hopefully we can take this intermission coming up here soon. Let them get their heads back straight and hopefully score a couple goals. Only down 3 shots right now for the Huskies. Still got plenty of hockey left to swing back into this thing. Waldorf gets the puck up on the point and puts it immediately right back down in the corner. Weitzel picks it up in the corner, putting some pressure. Or Rizuko has a nice hit there, knocking Waldorf off the puck. And Rizuko's not letting the puck by and pinning him and Waldorf on the boards. 8 comes out, picks it up, has a nice quick shot. 2 quick saves there by Vucci again. Saves that first one and immediately saves that rebound shot. We see Vucci with another great game today. He had a great first period yesterday before Piros hopped in net. He's having a great first period here again. Martin taking the faces off down in the Husky zone against the Mood Flag. Weitzel rings it around the boards. Walney with a nice tip out of the zone. Rizuko racing to get that puck, got the wheels behind him. Tries to pass into the slot. See a fight breaking out in front of the net. Rizuko tried to hit that puck just a tad bit too late, and I guess the defense of Waldorf did not like that too much. Causing a quick short fight to break out in front of the net with only 8 seconds remaining in the first period. They put Rizuko straight over to the box. With only 8 seconds remaining here in the first period. See Evans picking up Rizuko's stick off the ice, carrying it onto the bench. See the refs a little bit confused, talking, trying to figure out what went down. Evans trying to talk to the ref, call him over, seeing what the penalty was. We got, again, Stofers and 2 of the refs over there talking. If you're just now tuning in or only tuned in a couple minutes ago, you should go check out our website at niuicehockey.com, where you can go check out all our newest swag we just put on the website. We got t-shirts and sweatshirts available for you to buy. With 2 seconds remaining here in the first period, you got, another hand thrown right up in the air. Another penalty, trying to figure out who it was on. We see Peters being taken in the box. Ref hasn't called out what the penalty was for quite yet. Ref wasn't too clear what the penalty there was against Peters, but we do have 2 minutes remaining here in the first period. With another, again, 5-3 number of bodies on the ice. Another party in the sin bin for the Huskies. Martin taking the face off, tying up the guy there. We see another people being shoved again back and forth there as the buzzer blows for the end of the first period. Again, for all you tuning in, that is the end of the first period. Huskies are down 0-3 though. We still got plenty of game left to turn this thing around. We will be right back with the start of the second period in about 15 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back here at the start of the second period. 20 minutes up on the clock. 0-3 at the Huskies being down. And we got Gonzalez here taking the face-off against Nelson. Waldorf comes out on top with a puck going right back into the Husky zone. Waldorf gets it up on the point. It is some 5-on-3 hockey here. 3-on-5 with the Huskies being down after the 2 penalties up on the board. Got the defense passing it back and forth for Waldorf, skating it in, looking for that open shot or passing opportunity to the back door. Huskies are doing a great job of keeping that triangle, keeping it outside. 24 drops it down into the corner. Vucci in a nice attempted backdoor shot. Vucci beat him there and a nice quick save. 16 passing it across, and Vucci. We see Marks, he dived right in front of the puck there, having a nice, beautiful save, not letting the puck get to the net. He did lose his stick. Now we saw Gonzalez again with another beautiful save. Huskies are now jumping in front of the puck, doing everything they possibly can to not let the puck go in the zone. We see a breakaway here from number 9. Quick shot. Scooching right by Vucci there, making this a 0-4 game. It does knock one of the Husky penalties off the board, making this a 4-5 Husky penalty kill. Again, if you haven't already, go check out our website at NIU Ice Hockey for all your game schedules, latest updates, and some swag. I threw it there in the chat for you guys so you can see it if you didn't have a pen and paper handy when I said it. We see Vucci again with another quick save as it gets dumped in on net. Coming up here in a couple weeks, we got on the 19th of this month, we're playing ISU. We got our annual NIU hockey alumni game and alumni weekend. So if you are near and coming to Jersey, to come check that out and join us. Vucci with a nice quick save. Evans putting some pressure on the corner as the Huskies are still in the penalty kill for another 25 seconds. Another quick shot and attempted tip. Vucci with another great save, keeping the puck out of the net. Puck goes up to number 19 for Waldorf, passes over to 17. 17 right back to 19. 19 holds up on the point, looking for that open pass. Passes down to 8. 8 goes for a quick shot. It seems like the defenseman, number 10 for Waldorf on the forward, caught the puck in a weird spot, knocking him down, but he hops right back up. Puck takes a weird bounce, leaving the Husky zone. And gets dumped right back into the Husky zone with an icing. A pretty delayed call icing there. Causing the puck to be dropped right back down in the Waldorf zone. We got Pathana taking the face off here. Down against it. We still got our even play now, 5-on-5 hockey. You see, and a nice keep in there by Wall. And another nice keep in by Anderson, giving the Huskies some time to get back, get in the neutral zone. We'll see the puck get carried in by Pisano with a quick shot, and a nice little redirect there by the defense. Causing the puck to again hit the net above the glass, causing an out of play whistle. Like I was saying earlier, I encourage you guys to come out on the 19th of this month. We have the alumni game and alumni weekend. We got a bunch of alumni coming out, checking us out, and watching us. And not only that, but we'll be benefiting the Loving Leo Foundation. So I encourage you guys to come out, spend some money on some Husky swag and hockey. We saw a ref get knocked down there. Pathana had a nice hit on 27, and it took the ref right down with him as Vucci jumped on the puck really quick. Getting some fresh legs out here for both teams. A couple of the parents cheering them on from the stands over here, if you can hear that. We got Gonzalez taking the face-off against Hunter Beckett for Waldorf. Beckett with quick shot, and a nice another save by Vucci, calls another stoppage of play here. Husky bench is getting loud, a little bit louder and rowdy, cheering on Vucci for another great save he's had tonight. Really keeping the Huskies in this game. Only 4 shots behind Waldorf right now. King Gonzalez taking the face off against Beckett. After, swings through, picks it up. Takes a weird bounce, leaves the zone. Gieske has a nice chip over to After. After with the breakaway. And a quick shot. Barely missed the net to the right after the goalie had a nice little kick save there at the pad. Gieske pins the guy down in the corner, keeping him off the puck. And actually keeping a pin down there. Gonzalez comes out, nice pass to After. A nice save there by Beckett. Waldorf shoots it high over everyone's heads, trying to get right back out. And a nice pass up to Gieske. Gieske to Gonzalez. Gonzalez has a nice stump in on Waldorf. Puck gets run around, go over to Bry. Bry with a quick shot, and a nice, very nice save there. He's heading for the top left corner. He's able to get his elbow up there before it's snuck by the goalie. Got a lot of NHL games going on tonight. We got 13 in total, is what I counted. We got the Senators and the Flyers already finished their game today, winning 4-1. Senators winning 4-1. Got a lot of back and forth here in the zone, with Waldorf coming out on top, carrying it into the Husky zone. 24 for Waldorf, holds it down in the corner. After has a nice hit, Whitesell has a nice hit there, winning possession of the puck. Puck again, gets shot off the boards. A nice keep in there by Peters. Waldorf carries it out of the zone. We got a 3-on-2 here. 24 comes in with a shot and a nice save by Vucci, keeping it out of the net on the 3-on-2. Evans skates it out of the zone. Into Waldorf's zone. A nice quick another shot on the goalie, which he immediately covers, causing another stoppage of play. Like I was saying, we got 13 total games going on during the dirt sheet today and tonight for the NHL. Senators did beat the Flyers 4-1 already, and the Oilers beat the Panthers 4-2 earlier today. If you're a Chicago fan, we do have the Blackhawks playing tonight against the Ducks at 9 o'clock Central Time, so maybe after you finish our game, you can go tune into there. Waldorf comes out on top with the puck. We saw a nice jump in the air by 20, but Mark swings across, knocking him off the puck with a nice hit. Puck goes up to 6, up on the point. 6 with a nice shot, missing the net barely to the left. Puck wraps around over to 19, goes straight back down to 10. Who puts it down in the corner. Pathana picks it up behind the net. Swings in the corner, chips the puck off the boards where Waldorf was, shimming it right back in. Another quick shot on Vucci, deflecting it into the corner. Number 10 gets in the corner, passes right back up to 19, and Pathana able to intercept that pass. Tries to go up the boards again, but Waldorf was there. We had Marks, had a nice chip off the boards, actually getting it out of the zone finally. Goalie catching it so it is not a icing on the Huskies. Puck gets turned around really quick. Had a miss of a pass there. Vucci's able to step back, bringing it off the boards, and keeping it out. You see Walney carry it up through the center of the ice, pass over to Pierce. Waldorf had a nice touch there on Pierce, knocking it off his stick. 10 for Waldorf, carries it into the Husky zone. Seeing it around the defenseman. Swings behind the net, trying to go for that shot. And NIU's not letting that happen, though. Porzondak carries the puck through neutral ice and back into Waldorf's zone. A nice quick shot on net, and another save by Waldorf's goalie. Colwell fighting down in the corner. Pierce coming in to back him up, help him out a little bit. It's 20 for Waldorf, carries it behind the net, goes off the boards. A nice keep in there by Bry. Bry carries it out of the zone, going for that delayed offsides. Huskies are able to get over the blue line. And putting pressure back on Waldorf. Anderson steps in. Again, passing right back behind the net, going to Colwell. Puck gets pinned over there on the boards on the hash marks. And again, gets run around the boards, back behind the net. And again for an icing against the Huskies. Play is being dropped right back down in the Waldorf zone. Waldorf came out with the puck on top on that one. Gets over to Weitzel. Weitzel up to Gieske and right back to Weitzel. A nice pick up there by after putting pressure on. I think we get another quick offsides play. A nice quick back and forth offsides there against Waldorf. Sorry for a quick little pause there. Might cut out for a couple seconds. NIU comes out on top with the puck. Gonzalez. Gonzalez gets it deep into the zone. A nice keep there by Gieske stepping up. And a nice tempted pass by Gonzalez, or tempted backdoor shot by Gonzalez. Bounced funny off the heel of his stick. And again, we got Gieske jumping back on defense, passing it across over to Weitzel, giving them and the team a little bit of room to skate and get open for the puck. Gieske receives some pressure from Waldorf, and Weitzel's able to step up and go straight for a knee shot. Weitzel's grabbing his knee after a right on knee from Waldorf. Got a delayed penalty and a whistle. Again, we saw a knee on knee there by Waldorf against Weitzel. Weitzel's getting pulled to the bench, it seems. You see Vucci up there trying to help him out a little bit. You see him holding his knee. The couple of the guys there on the ice are standing around him. He's still sitting on the ice. You see the athletic trainer out there as well. Along with the ISU game on the 19th, it's an event on the 3rd of the next month of December. We have a free post-game skate with the NIU players and a special appearance from Santa. We see Weitzel hopping up here, crowd's clapping. He's getting moved over to the bench as he's putting no pressure on his right leg. Athletic trainer sitting over there off to the side as the refs are talking to see what happened. We got the penalty door, or the penalty box door open for the Waldorf side. Looks like the refs are going to be calling a penalty on that one. They're still talking to him. Got Evans in there talking to the refs as well. Both the captains from each team. We got NIU kind of slowly starting to skate back down the zone, line it up a little bit. We have everyone clapping again. Happy that Weitzel's able to get up, get off the ice with the assistance of his teammates. We got a Husky power play here with 12 minutes remaining. We got Evans goes back up to Porzondak on the point, right back down. Evans with a nice shot, and a nice save by 19 there. Evans goes down to Martin, right back to Evans. Evans looking for that open pass or a shot. Evans drops it to Porzondak. Porzondak carries down, passes right back behind him over to Martin. Martin passes up to Evans. Evans right back to Martin. Martin for a quick shot, and it takes a funny bounce right off of Waldorf's stick, causing the puck to go out of play, hitting the net above the glass. See Huskies getting a couple of fresh legs out there. We got 4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining on the Husky power play. Had a 5-minute penalty there for the knee-on-knee contact. With only 11 minutes and 25 seconds remaining in the second period. Huskies win the face-off. Puck goes up to Peters and goes right over the wall. Wall to Peters. Over to Marks. Marks with a nice shot and a nice save by number 4 there on Waldorf. Peters picks it back up down to the Husky zone after an icing. And he shoots straight up back center ice, catches Waldorf flat-footed as they're changing. And then we saw Waldorf had a nice knock the puck out of there. He's able to get a nice icing against the Huskies. And Vucci shoots it straight down. They say the icing called off. But again, Waldorf is able to get the puck and ice it right back down to Vucci. Marks picks it up behind the net, holds on to it for a second, letting the Huskies get set up a little bit. Immediately passing over to Peters. Peters carries it up through the center ice into the Waldorf zone. Over to Clement. You see Wall picking it up in the corner, putting it over to Evans. Evans across the ice to Marks. Marks walks it in. Backdoor pass over to Wall. Wall skates it at the net. Goes back to Marks. Marks holding the puck, passing it down to the corner to Clement. Clement goes right back up to Wall and receives it right back down to Clement. Clement goes up to the point to Peters. Peters to Marks. Marks over to Wall for a great shot. Takes a couple of bounces. Waldorf gets it out of the slot before Huskies are able to score a goal. Clement up to Porzondek. A whistle gets blowed immediately. It seems like there's a penalty being called here. And we got another Husky power play penalty against number 7 for Waldorf, as well as 23 Evans for Huskies. Seems like both the players went down there in the corner. It was a little unclear what the rest called on that penalty. I don't know if it was fighting of some sorts. We got all 4 refs skating together to discuss what happened again. It is still a Husky power play for another 2 minutes and 44 seconds. There are offsetting penalties between the two. So we got some 5-on-4 hockey here. Hopefully we can capitalize on this. Huskies do win the faceoff. Puck goes up to Peters. Goes over to Walney. Walney's and Peters switch spots and pass it at the same time. Had a nice tip there by Clement. And we had Wall able to knock it away from the goalie before he was able to cover it, keeping the Huskies in possession of the puck. Porzondek back down to Peters, back up to Walney. Walney at the point, pass over Porzondek, quick shot, and a nice save by Waldorf. Waldorf tries to shoot that out of the zone, bouncing off the net above the glass, causing another out-of-play whistle. Got Waldorf getting a couple fresh legs out as the Huskies keep the same people. We got Pathana taking the face-off with Marks up on the point. One of Waldorf's defensemen is able to get a nice bounce off the glass, getting it high and hard out. Pathana's capitalizing on that. He picked up the puck immediately, turned around, skating into the zone, passing it off the boards to himself. Had a weird bounce in front of the net, but he picks it right back up, passing it over to Porzondek. Porzondek looks for an open pass over to Pathana. Pathana, quick shot, barely missed the net to the high right. Marks knocks it out of the air to himself, passes up to Porzondek. Porzondek brings it out of the zone and passes over to Pathana. Pathana ices it, dumps it back deep into the Waldorf zone, where Porzondek's able to pick it up. Was receiving some pressure, still able to capitalize on it, pass it right back to Pathana. Pathana backing up, skating across the ice. Pathana receives it right back, putting it deep into the corner and keeping it in the zone. Again, picking it back up on the point and shoots it off of 16 for Waldorf, knocking it out of play. Again, both teams are getting some fresh legs out there. We still got a minute 12 remaining here. On the Husky power play. Rye gets it up on the point, passes down to Gonzalez. Gonzalez down to Apter. Receives it right back for a quick shot on net and a quick save by the goalie. And we still got about a little over 8 minutes here remaining in the second period. Huskies are down currently 0-4 against the Waldorf Warriors. Huskies win it off the draw again. Martin passes up to Bry. Bry over to Peters. Peters looking for that open shot, passing it right back to Bry, who puts it back down to Martin. Martin passes it down in the corner to After as they cycle, putting After on the point. Puck goes back door with a barely missed pass by Martin, but still gets a quick shot off. Peters picks it up on the point, passing down to Martin in the corner. Martin comes up, passing over to Bry. Bry back to Martin. Unfortunately missing the pass barely as it sneaks past the blue line. Bry passes over to After. Puck takes a weird bounce, putting it back into Waldorf's possession, who immediately ice it as we near the end of the Husky power play here. There's now 5-on-5 hockey here with Gonzalez skating it into the zone, passing over to Peters. Peters with a funny pass to Martin, unfortunately putting it in his feet. Not able to get a shot off there. Bry keeps it in the zone, goes for a quick shot, and attempted redirect by Peters, but unfortunately it was redirected away from the net. Martin back checking while Waldorf skates it in. Puts it off the glass, getting it out of the Husky zone. We see Rizuko out there again, fighting for it as he tries to skate it in. This puck goes back and forth a couple of times. Waldorf's able to get it off the glass and out of their zone. Delayed offsides making all the Husky players. He's Colwell putting some great pressure on 24. Forced him to get the puck away without looking. We see 16 skating it in to the Husky zone. Pierce putting some pressure on him down in the corner, not letting him get a shot off. 16 again for Waldorf, skates it around net. Porzondek putting some great pressure on him as Rizuko picks it up, passing it through neutral ice, back down into Waldorf's zone. Waldorf passes it behind the net over to 9. 9 flicks it over everyone's heads, giving it back to March down to the Husky zone. Puck stuck on the ice there, giving it to 9 for a quick shot on net. Another great save by Vucci. Got some Elvis playing on the speakers. Here's the music for the whistle as both teams change, getting some fresh legs out there. Pathano again taking the face off here against Jackson. Anderson picks it up in the corner, passing it behind the net over to Wall. Waldorf keeps it in the zone, going for a quick shot into the corner. Takes a funny bounce, putting it right into the Huskies' possession. 12 is able to keep the puck in the zone for Waldorf, going for a quick shot on net. Vucci with a nice another quick save. Wall carries it out. We had a nice stop there by 7 for Waldorf, stopping a 3-on-1. 7 rings it around the board, splits it up to 20-5. Waldorf 25 over to 17, back up to 12, who puts it deep into the Huskies zone. Anderson picking it up in the corner, putting it up the boards where Waldorf is. Takes a couple funny bounces. Huskies are able to get it out of the slot before a shot is taken. We see Evans skated in to Waldorf zone for a quick shot, and a nice save by the goalie. Puck is loose in the neutral ice. See Anderson getting the puck away from number 25 there, causing Martin to be able to skate it in. See the puck getting sucked down their corner. Going through the slot where 25 again picks it up, shooting it off the boards for an icing against Waldorf. We hear a couple of the parents getting a little rowdy in the stands here for both teams. For a bit of a disagreement on what happened on the ice. See, the refs seem to be ignoring them so far. You never know as the game progresses. We got 4 minutes and 12 seconds remaining here in the second period. We see 20 skating in. Gonzalez with a great back check, getting it away from 20, not letting him get a pass or a shot off. Marks picks it up behind the net. Goes back to Gonzalez. 8 picks it off Gonzalez down in the corner. See him see the puck. And a nice quick shot on Vucci. Marks knocking number 10 away from Vucci after he covers it. Keeping this a 0-4 game. In a 0-4 game with Huskies being down. Gonzalez taking the face-off. Down the Husky zone against Lidblom. After with a nice tip, getting it out of the Husky zone. And Gieske with a nice touch, gets a breakaway, and a shot. And we got a delayed penalty here against Waldorf for a hooking as Gieske was skating it down. Porzondek over to Peters, empty net for the Huskies as the delayed penalty is still in full effect. Porzondek over to Evans. We got 6 players out there. Evans over to Martin, who puts it back to Peters. Peters pass up into neutral ice, unfortunately passing it to Waldorf for a whistle. We got another Husky power play. Hopefully we can capitalize on this, score our first goal of this game so far. We have just over 3 minutes here remaining in the second period. We are just 4 shots behind the Waldorf Warriors. If you don't know where Waldorf is from, they did come from Iowa yesterday, and they stayed the night just in town, I believe, at a hotel over the night. Not too long of a drive to the Iowa border. Nice, quick, short bus trip over to West Dundee, Illinois. Again, we got Martin taking the face-off against Beckett. Porzonic has a nice keeping it in the zone after we win the face-off. See the Huskies again set up their power play. Walney over to Porzondek with a nice quick shot on net and a nice cover by the goalie, keeping it out of the net. Causing another face-off to be set in the zone. We got this time it getting set up stand side in the Waldorf zone. Again, Martin taking the face-off and winning the face-off, winning it back to Porzondek. Porzondek passes it to his partner Walney, receives it right back to Walney. Walney skates it in, passes it back to Martin. Martin passes it up to the point over to Porzondek. Porzondek over to Walney. Walney goes for a quick shot. A nice save there by the defense. Pathon is able to step up, not letting Waldorf get the puck after one of the defensemen blocked the shot. Evans holding it behind the net. As Pathana jumps in to help him out really quick as Evans starts to receive a lot of pressure. Evans comes out on top. Goes past Pathana. Pathana and Evans. Evans for a quick shot. And a Husky goal! Got a Husky goal by Rodon Evans. Nice little one-timer right in front of the net received from Pathana. Cam Pathana, number 64, with the assist. Making this a 1-4 game with just over 2 minutes remaining in the second period. Let's keep this momentum here that the Huskies have. We're only 3 shots behind the Waldorf Warriors, and this is a very winnable game here tonight for the Huskies. Again, we got Chelsea Dagger playing on the speakers here, a Chicago goal song classic, thanks to the Blackhawks. We got Gonzalez taking the face-off here at center ice. Gieske skates through center ice, able to pick that puck off from the face-off. And it enters the Waldorf zone. Gonzalez picks it up on the hash marks. As Waldorf's able to pick it off, bouncing off the rafters on the roof, causing a out-of-play whistle. Then we got a beautiful Husky goal there by Evans. Quick little 1-2 in front of the net, receiving the pass from Cam Pathana, one of our new recruits so far this year. Quick another whistle for an out of play, hitting the net. But again, that was exactly the setup. It looks like they practiced during practice this previous week, and they're doing exactly what they need to do to win this game tonight. See the Huskies with their heads on straight. They came back in the second period ready to win, and it is really showing through right now. Pathana taking the face-off down in the Waldorf zone. Waldorf goes off the glass. Peters knocks it out of there to himself and passes over to Bry. Bry off the boards, where Waldorf's able to pick it up. Waldorf skates it in the zone. It's a nice pressure there by Walney after a nice back check, not letting him pass the puck. Waldorf keeps it in the zone, but NIU isn't currently in possession. Peters has it down in the corner, puts it off the boards to himself, starts gaining some speed, getting the wheels flying a little bit, carries it into the Waldorf zone, fortunately gets turned right back around, but Bry has a nice pass through center ice back over to Peters, who gets it into the zone. Waldorf quickly carries it, turns around. We got a 3-on-1 here with Bry, 24, and a nice back check by Wall. We had a 3-on-1 there. Wall was able to fly back, get the speed behind him, and put pressure on 24 for Waldorf, before he was able to pass it back, causing not a single shot or pass off of that play. Had it deflected into the net above the glass, causing an out of play whistle. So we're setting up with Martin taking the face-off and winning the face-off, putting it back to Porzondak. Porzondak puts it through center ice. And an icing. We had Evans racing number 19 there for that puck going into the corner on the icing. Fun fact, I don't know if a lot of you guys knew this, but on those icing calls, if, for instance, in that case, if Evans is able to beat him to the puck in the corner, the icing would be called off. If our team is closest to the puck when the icing is in hand. 50 seconds remaining here in the second period. Evans gets the puck and immediately gets turned right back around. We got another 3-on-1 here. Martin's flying back, trying to help out. Nice dive there. And a save by Vucci going right into his glove without a second thought. Had threw a little bit of a windmill there, showing off a little bit his skills. Got 39 seconds here remaining on the clock. Huskies getting some fresh legs out. So we're playing a great game, really turning it around here. And hopefully we continue this into the third period. Puck immediately bounces right back into Waldorf's bench, causing another out-of-play whistle with 34 seconds remaining. Gonzalez taking the face-off down in the Huskies zone bench side. Waldorf comes out on top, goes for that quick shot, takes a weird bounce, misses the net to the right. After, picks it up. And we saw, it was attempted off the board shot, but one of the Waldorf sticks was leaning over just a tad bit too far and bounced right off their stick from the bench. Gonzalez taking the face-off again just outside of the Husky zone. Waldorf comes out on top. The puck dumps it deep into the Husky zone. Marks picks it up in the corner with just 20 seconds remaining. Gonzalez had a nice little pass intercept there. But Waldorf is in possession. They go for a quick shot, and Porzondak's able to tip it away before it gets to the net. Gonzalez really finding that foot. Porzondak goes for a shot on net with just half a second left, but unfortunately the goalie was paying attention. He stopped it. 1-4 with the Huskies being down. End of the second period, buzzer just rang. And we'll soon be back at the start of the third period. Also, before I log off for this intermission, I will say, if you guys haven't heard me already say this, I encourage you to go to our website, check out our website at niuicehockey.com, where you can see our latest updates, game schedules, and we just put some sweatshirts and t-shirts on sale there. We got sweatshirts at $55 a piece and t-shirts at $35, both free shipping. So if you can't support the Huskies that way, we encourage you to do so. And we'll soon be right back with the start of the third period. Thank you. We are returning here with the start of the third period in about another minute, just over a little over a minute here. We appreciate, we already saw a sweatshirt order hop in on the website, so thank you guys for actively going out and supporting the Huskies, both whether you're here, tuning in, or simply buying stuff off our website to support us. So thank you guys very much for that. And if you haven't heard about that already, if you're just tuning in now, you can scroll back in the comments a little bit. I posted the website where you can buy some sweatshirts or t-shirts to support the Huskies. We got the Huskies skating out right now for the start of the third period. We saw Huskies with the great end on the third period. They're really coming out flying and ready to start this game, ready to play some good hockey. Maybe change it up a little bit. We got 20 minutes ahead of us of two very good teams playing each other. It's going to be an interesting one and an interesting 20 minutes. We got plenty of time here to come back. Only 3 shots behind the Waldorf Warriors, with it being 1-4. Again, yeah, we still got Fucci back there between the pipes. He's having a great and wonderful game here today. Really keeping the Huskies in this game. Another quick shout out. A couple of the rookies, I gotta say, I am quite impressed with the recruits that we were able to grab this year. A couple of younger guys coming in and really shaking up D1 a little bit. A couple of great snags who are making a huge difference for the Huskies. We got Pathana here taking the face off, getting it down deep and winning it. Evans tries to go up through center ice, getting it out of the zone over to Pathana. Pathana puts some pressure on Waldorf. Well, they hold it back in their zone, trying to look for that open pass. Immediately, Marks receives it again, passing across over the ice over to Porzondak, who gets it off the glass and out. You see Pathana over there again, putting some pressure. One of those rookies that I was talking about, those are bringing some great skill to the team they brought in this year. We see Marks putting pressure, not letting number 16 get by him, not letting him get a shot off, turning it into the zone. See again, Pathana with another great hit, knocking Waldorf off the puck. A lot of back and forth here, though. Vucci knocking it out of the slot. Porzondak looking for it as it took a weird bounce off his skate. And he shoots it high, passes it up through neutral ice. A nice little slide. And you see immediately one of the Waldorf players slid into the boards. Hit it funny. He is hopping up now. Luckily, he is not hurt. As the ref blew the whistle, picking up the puck and lining up just outside of the Waldorf zone. Stand side. Gonzalez took the face off. Waldorf comes out on top. Waldorf goes for a little rainbow pass going over everyone's heads. Or Peters picks it up going off the boards. And over to Gieske. Gieske goes up to after to Peters. Peters skates it in, does a little dump on the goalie, who immediately covers it, causing another quick stoppage of play here. It is back to some 5-on-5 hockey here. We did have a couple of penalties in the first and second period. We were down by 2 guys, 2 separate times, so quite interesting. Gieske with a quick shot, and a nice save there by the goalie. Right up the face-off, he got the puck. Went for a quick shot. Goalie wasn't too ready, almost didn't see it there. But he had a nice save keeping it out of the net. This is Gonzalez again, taking and winning the face-off. Puck goes over to After. After puts it back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez passes up to the center to Peters. Peters takes a shot, deflected off. Gieske going for another shot, barely missing it behind the net. After bounces right off the goalie's chest, and he's able to get a cover on it. We had a quick 2-3 shots there. NIU Huskies coming out with some great momentum here. Hopefully we can keep this rolling the rest of the period. If it is, we got a very interesting game here ahead of us. Getting some fresh lights for both teams here. We got Martin taking the face off down in the Waldorf zone. NIU comes out on top. Puck goes over to Porzondak. Porzondak goes for a quick shot. Missing it barely to the right. And Waldorf ices it, causing another stoppage of play here, where it's going to be dropped right back down in the Waldorf zone. We got the puck being dropped down bench side down in the Waldorf zone. It's Martin again taking the face off against Jackson for Waldorf. Refs keep checking the net, kept bouncing off, going for a little, bouncing about an inch behind the goal line. Pegs aren't doing too well of holding the net in place. Porzondek dumps it deep back in the Waldorf zone, right on net. Waldorf picks it up, starts to set up the breakout. And we had an icing, again on Waldorf, setting the play to be right back down. You see the head coach, Mike Hadekamp, seems to be one of the dads of the players, if not. Very coincidental last name as number 6, one of the defensemen for Hadekamp. Seems to be throwing some words at one of his players there, wasn't too happy about that last immediate icing. Pathana again putting some pressure in the corner. Really driving through the guy, moving the whole guy down the boards, not giving him a chance to cover the puck even. Pathana again fighting for it. As Waldorf did come out on top with it. Evans got back, took the puck away from him, passed it back to Anderson. Anderson goes off the glass and high. Or again, Pathana really fighting for it, being everywhere where that puck is. Driving, working his butt off, proving himself on the D1 team as one of the new recruits this year. 12 carries it in, goes for a quick shot, missing the net high. Walney picked it up on the boards, passes it through his legs over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez, nice pass to Evans. Evans goes around the defenseman, putting it back into the corner. Pass it to 17. 17 for Waldorf, picks it up, puts it off the boards up to March. Marks has a nice swat, knocking it back off of Waldorf's stick, getting it back deep into Waldorf's zone. Marks receives the puck again, passing it over to Peters. Peters goes off the boards, right back into Gonzalez's possession. 16 passing it to 24, picking off at Gonzalez's stick. But Gonzalez gets it right back and gets it out of the Husky zone. Wall carries it through the center with some speed going around the defenseman for a nice shot, barely missing the net high. After's able to pin the guy off the boards. It goes straight up and into the rafters, causing for another out-of-play whistle. 16 minutes remaining here in the third period, just 4 minutes in. The Huskies already got a handful of shots off on the goalie. If we keep this momentum and amount of shots we're doing, I think we got a great chance to come back into this game. Martin taking the face-off down in the Waldorf zone. Rzutko puts it up through the slot. Unfortunately, no NIU Huskies were there. You see Martin with a nice back check, knocking 24 off of his feet and getting the puck down deep back into Waldorf's zone. Waldorf has another quick icing, the third one in the past 3 minutes, causing the puck to be dropped back down in the Warriors zone. Like I was talking about earlier, one of those new recruits that's been making huge waves, making a difference on D1 is Cam Pathana. A recruit we were able to snag coming straight from high school, actually played here in the same rink prior to coming to play for D1. Making huge differences, winning a lot of face-offs, and a very trustworthy player to have on D1. Martin gets it over to Clement. Clement dumps it deep down into a Waldorf corner. Puck gets swung back around the boards on the net. We get a quick penalty right here on number 19 on Waldorf, it seems. We saw him point over to 19. Sorry, it looks like it was not a penalty. But the puck is being dropped down back in Waldorf zone. This is still 5-on-5 hockey with Evans taking the face-off. And immediately the whistle was blown again. He dropped it a little prematurely as one of the Waldorf players was still getting off the bench. Nice quick shot there by Porzondek. Puck stays loose. Evans puts it in the slot where Waldorf was. 24 goes off the glass. Had a nice great keeping by Bry. They're not letting it bounce across the blue line. Waldorf does get it. We got 16 going up to 24. NIU defenseman Porzondek knocked it off of his stick. Now we get through. We see Pathana get hit, knocking Waldorf off the puck, and immediately NIU is able to get right back up, take a hit to make the play. And the puck gets thrown right back down deep into the Waldorf zone. Number 6, Hedekamp, holds it behind the net. Time to set up the play. And Brian has a quick, nice poke check. Not letting Waldorf get that pass off, carrying it into the zone. Evans carries it into the Waldorf zone, where the goalie covers it quickly. Not letting Evans get a shot off. And again, a great effort and hustle from Evans. Huskies getting some fresh legs out there. If there was a 2-minute shift for a lot of them right there. We see Gonzalez again taking the face off against Haberman. Ref lost the puck, so Peters had to jump in and get it right back to him. Peters gets the puck up on the point, passing it down behind the net to Apter. Apter puts it in the slot with the goalie knocking it out. And Gonzalez really fighting for that puck. Waldorf's able to get it out, pass it up to 10. Anderson had a really nice stop there, not letting 10 get past him. See 20 coming out with it, going for that quick shot, missing it high into the right. And again, Anderson not letting that puck stay in the slot, putting it into the corner, and the Huskies come out on top with it. Wall puts it over to Apter, puts it over to Peters. Peters with an attempted shot there. The defenseman was able to knock it away. Waldorf defense. Did a couple quick, almost a goal there. A little bit of a whiff there by Wall as the puck took a funny bounce over a stick when he tried to shoot. Anderson fighting for the puck over there on the boards with Martin as it gets put behind the net where Peters picks it up. Peters holding the puck behind the net while the Huskies get set up. Nice pass up to Martin. Martin passes it across the ice to Rizzuko. Martin's able to come back in, get it back to Rizzuko. Rizzuko gets around the defenseman for a quick shot on net. Nice save by the Waldorf goalie. Nice one-timer by Marks. A nice save by 15 for Waldorf. Nice shot block, I should say. 10 for Waldorf, picks up the puck, skates it in, goes for a shot, and again, Marks gets a stick there, redirecting it away from the net. Bry picks up the puck, skating it through neutral ice, passing it over to Clement, who carries it into the zone. Clement had just about 3 guys on him, 3 Waldorf players on him. See Rizzuko with a great keep in there, knocking out of their air with his hand, getting it back over to Martin. Martin gets over to Bry, who gets it down deep into the Waldorf corner. Mark skates across the ice, keeping it in the zone, goes again for a quick dump in the corner, keeping the Huskies setting up their play in the Waldorf zone. Zuko fights for it down in the corner. As Marks again gets it up on the point. Marks with a quick shot. Blocked by their own defenseman, it seems. Again, Pathana skating in, back checking, really fighting for that puck. And Bucci puts the puck behind the net over to Marks. Marks skates it up, pass it up across the ice over to Evans. And Pathana again with a nice hit, knocking number 12 off the puck. Again, Bry receives the puck down the corner. Bry has a nice pass over to Walney. Walney tips it deep into the Waldorf zone. 24 picks it up off the hash mark, starts skating it out of the Waldorf zone and into the Husky zone. 24 for a quick shot, and a nice save by Vucci. Got 11:26 here remaining in the third period. Huskies down 1-4. It's been a great third period so far. Great momentum by both teams. Huskies not taking anything, but they're keeping their heads on straight, playing a clean game so far. No penalties so far, which I think the Huskies are still in this. Again, NIU winning the face-off, doing great with face-offs this game so far. Won a great percentage of them. I think that's one of the things they've been really working on in practice is just face-off after face-off. After had a nice hit on 24 there. After the back check, not letting him get a shot off. 6 gets the puck up on the point. Passing it right back down to 24. 24 back to 6 for a quick shot on net and a save by Vucci. Puck goes right back up to Gonzalez. Gonzalez goes for a nice little rainbow pass, putting it over everyone's head, where Waldorf picks it up. 9 for a shot on net, and Brzondek catches it as if it's a pass. And 24 carries it right back in, trying to pass it back door. the Huskies beat them to it. Porzondek again had a nice little backhanded pass, icing it down into Waldorf's zone, causing a blow of the whistle. Clean play there. It's given the Huskies some time to get a quick breather in for a couple seconds with 10.5 minutes remaining here in the third period. Number 10 takes a shot redirected by Porzondek over to Clement. Clement passes off the glass over to Porzondek in the neutral zone. Porzondek passes it again across the ice over to Martin, where Waldorf beats him to it. Puts the puck back to Clement. Quick offsides call by the ref before Waldorf was able to skate it in. Keeping the Huskies in this. The Huskies really driving, working hard, taking the hits to make the play and sacrificing themselves to dive in front of a shot to keep the puck away from the net. Waldorf gains possession from the face-off. 28 for Waldorf, pass it over to Ford. Ford passes off the boards where Martin has a nice pick. Martin spins around, passing it, trying to look for that open pass as he receives some pressure from Waldorf. Waldorf again picks up the corner, picks up the puck in the corner down the Husky zone. You see Peters flying through, passing it over to Rizzuko. Rizzuko carries it in for a quick shot on net, redirecting it away from the net, or the goalie does redirect it away from the net. NIU still in possession. See the puck again going back and forth there on the boards as Waldorf goes. You see Peters jump in the air, swat the puck right over the blue line, keeping it inside. And Peters again with a nice shot, redirected by the defense as Clements goes in, fights for the puck, pass to Walney. Walney right off the post. Goalie did not even see it. An inch to the right, and that would have been a goal. Pathana keeps it in the zone, putting it back deep into the Waldorf corner. And we see a little bit of an infraction going between Marks and number 20 for Waldorf as a penalty is called on the Huskies. So number 20 holding Mark's stick. Oh, sorry, quick penalty on number 20, I should say. Giving us a Husky power play. Rest saw that one. Marks had to shove number 20 off of him as he was holding the stick, would not let go. Causing the Huskies to get another 2 minutes of scoring opportunities with 9 minutes remaining in the game. Got a timeout being called here by the Huskies, giving them time to set up, figure out what they are going to do to have a chance to come back in this game. Again, we're only 3 shots behind the Waldorf Warriors, and we got 9 minutes of game time left to change it up a bit. And later this month on the 19th, here next weekend, it is Saturday. We are playing, it's Friday and Saturday, we are playing ISU. We are having our annual NIU hockey alumni game and alumni weekend. And if you are near able to make it out and support the Huskies here in person, I encourage you to. And along with that, we will be benefiting the Loving Leo Foundation. Loving Leo Foundation is a unfortunate occurrence that happened, supporting all women who have had miscarriages in the past. We are supporting them wholly in that foundation. And following that, early December on the 3rd, which I believe is also a Saturday, we are having a free post-game skate. So if you are here, you got some kids that want to come out and skate, or adults if you want to strap on the old hockey skates you got down in the storage room, I encourage you to come out and give that a whirl. Peters gets the puck up on the point, passing on to Martin, gets it right back to Peters. Peters over to Walney. And Walney back to Peters. Peters for a quick shot, and a nice save by the Waldorf goalie. We got some Violent Four hockey here again. The Husky power play going on right now. Pathana comes out with the puck. Pass over to Evans. Evans goes over to Walney. Walney and Peters switch spots. Walney up on the point. Passing back to Martin, who also switches spots again with Martin up on the point now. Martin over to Peters. Peters tries to go for that backdoor pass. Walney picks it up out of the corner. Walney goes up to Martin, who's on the point, right back to Martin. Martin goes over to Peters. Peters spins around and goes for an attempted pass to Martin, but unfortunately missing it barely, causing the puck to go out of the zone. We had Martin pass over to Peters, immediately turns around, skates it back up, carrying it into the Waldorf zone. We see the Waldorf goalie jump out, ring the pucks around, but Gonzalez had a nice keep in there. Evans picks it up behind the net. Evans receiving some pressure. He's able to skate it out, bringing it back up near the blue line. Evans and Porzondak switch spots. Evans again skating it in, trying to go for that backdoor pass to Gonzalez, but number 4 was able to get a touch on it, redirecting the puck away from the slot. Here with the puck, and a Husky goal, again by Rodon Evans, number 23, with 32 seconds remaining in the Husky power play, making this a 2-4 game. Again, I'm not too sure who assisted it. It was a puck that came from the corner, took a weird bounce across the goal line, and Evans was able to sneak in there and sneak it right past the goal. Again, we got Chelsea Dagger playing on a Chicago Classic for a Northern Illinois goal. We got 7.5 minutes here remaining in the third period. 2-4 game, and we only got 2 goals left to tie this thing. Just 2 more shots by the Huskies, and like I said, the Huskies came out flying this period, rearing and ready to go. The Huskies in possession of the puck right now. Porzondak goes up to Clement. Clement gets it over to Rzutko. Waldorf's able to snag the puck and ice it all the way down, causing icing whistle. Putting it right back down, the puck being dropped back down in the Waldorf zone. Hunter Wall assisted that shot against Rodon Evans. Had a quick little getting it right in the slot there by Wall, giving Evans that opportunity to score it. Pathana taking the face-off down in the Waldorf zone. Waldorf coming out on top with the puck. You see immediately, again, Pathana getting in there fighting for the puck, not giving him a chance. You see Evans just drop down right next to number 6. Another quick shot on the net. Snuck right in the glove of the goalie. Can we see Evans bending over? Seems like he took a shot from number 19. The ref did not see anything, keeping this even 5-on-5 hockey. Pathana's again taking the face-off down in the Waldorf zone. Winning it back to Bry. Bry for a quick shot, and a nice save by the goalie. Puck was able to sneak by Bry up on the point, putting it right back down deep in the Husky zone. Peters picks it up behind the net. Looking for that open pass. Passing it. Nice pass over to Evans. But unfortunately lost it in his feet. Waldorf's able to pick it up, get a shot on net from neutral ice, where Peters is ready to pick it right back up. Quick turnaround there. A nice shot block there by Bry. Not letting Vucci see a shot. We saw Peters strings it around the boards. Over to Evans. Evans passes it across the ice, putting it right back to Peters. Peters goes for that dive as Waldorf's able to sneak right by him. And not let Waldorf get a goal. After a nice back check there, not letting number 10 get a shot off. Again, we see after skating out with the puck, skating it into Waldorf zone. Goes for that shot over to Evans. Unfortunately, Waldorf was able to beat him to it. March putting pressure on number 20, who has a quick shot on net, and a nice save by Vucci. And it took a weird bounce right over Vucci's glove. Bounced funny off the ice, maybe hit a stick or something, and snuck right past him, causing a goal against the Huskies. 2-5, Huskies down right now. An unfortunate goal of 5 minutes and 37 seconds remaining here in the third period. But again, the Huskies are playing a great game, a great third period, one of the better ones I've seen them play this season so far. And as long as we can keep that momentum, we can keep this an interesting game. Martin winning the faceoff, put it over to Rzutko, who put it right over to March, who dumps it deep into the Waldorf zone. Martin putting some pressure over the hash marks over there. Waldorf was able to get a nice little rainbow pass over everyone's head, getting it out of the zone. We see immediate pass up to Rzutko from Porzondak, who puts it right back deep into the Waldorf zone. Marks receives the puck, passes it over to Bry. Bry over to Martin, who tips it deep into the Waldorf zone. Bry steps up, puts some pressure on number 24, passes it back to 10, who is not able to complete the shot. Clement had a nice little hit there on number 10, down the corner. Getting the puck out of the zone. Martin picks it up on the boards in the neutral zone. Puts that back to 16 for Waldorf. 16 skates it in. Goes for that shot on Vucci, who misses it far to the right. Again, 16 coming in neutral, or center ice, pass over to 9. 9 passes it behind the boards. Gets to Anderson. Puts it up the board. Had a tip out of the air there from number 7-7. Went for a shot, and we saw 16 try to knock it out of the air. In fact, doing the opposite, and he knocked the higher end of there, causing it to go into the net above the glass, causing for another quick out of play whistle. Pavana taking the face off here down in the Husky zone against Nelson. Huskies come out on top. We got a quick delayed penalty here against Waldorf, causing another Husky power play. Had interference, a late hit when Evans no longer had the puck. Causing number 19 going to the box here on that late hit on Evans. See the puck being dropped back down in the Waldorf zone, with Martin taking the faceoff and winning the faceoff on the Husky power play. Porzondek gets the puck on the point, goes for a quick shot, takes funny bounce off the goalie and goes right to Walney's stick. Walney back over to Porzondek. Porzondek down to Martin. Martin for a quick shot. The goalie in a nice save. Getting the puck right back down. You see Pathana really fighting for the puck there in the hash marks. Wins the puck, passing it up to Porzondek. Porzondek goes for a quick shot. It took a funny bounce there, almost going in the goal. We had the defense jump behind the goalie and actually pull it away before it crossed that goal line. But this is where you can see the Huskies are really fighting. They really want to get another couple goals in. Got another minute and a half on the Husky power play with 3 minutes and 42 seconds remaining here in the third period. Evans taking the face-off. Wins it over to Pathana. Goes up to Walney, goes across the ice over to Porzondek. Porzondek back to Walney. Walney for a quick shot and a nice deflect by number 16. Porzondek is able to step in and keep it in and not letting it leave the Waldorf zone, but a ref had a quick blow of the whistle. I think the net got a little knocked off there. Those pegs are really struggling to keep the net in place. So another quick stoppage of play here. Mere 15 seconds going. Evans wins the face-off back to Walney. Walney passed it across the ice to Porzondek. There's a one-touch pass off to Pathana. Pathana gets it deep into the Waldorf zone. And the Waldorf goalie is able to jump behind the net, stopping the puck from ringing around as Waldorf ices it all the way down. Vucci steps up, has a great pass over to Evans, who's in neutral ice. Vucci passes up to Porzondek. Porzondek skates it in. Around the defense, passes it back to Wall. Wall gets it right in front of the net, and the goalie quickly covers it before a shot has been able to be made. Defense switching up here. We got Apter and Peters. Sorry, just one of the defensemen switching out here. We got Peters out with Marks up on the point for this power play. And immediately Peters gets the puck back on the point. Peters passes it down to Wall. Wall back to Peters. Peters with a shot and a nice Husky goal. Making this a 3-5 game with another Husky power play goal. Like I said, again, immediately Peters received that pass from the corner from Wall, stepping in from the point. Nice shot, and it sneaks right by the Waldorf goalie. 3-5 here with the Huskies down with 30 seconds was remaining in that power play when they scored. It is now 5-on-5 hockey here again. We got plenty of time. We got 2 minutes and 43 seconds for another 2 shots. It's very, very possible, and it's been done before. Gonzalez taking the face-off at center ice against Haberman. Ref drops the puck, and Waldorf gains possession off the face-off. Puck goes into Peters' possession as Peters passes over to Marks. Marks has a nice pass up to Peters, who gets it deep into Waldorf's zone. Waldorf carries it up through center ice, holding that puck, letting his fellow teammates get set up. So Waldorf goes for a dump in the Husky zone. Peters picks it up in the corner, passing behind the net over to Pisano. Pisano starts to get the wheels behind him, gets some speed behind him, skates it into the Waldorf zone. Goes for an attempted drop, where unfortunately Waldorf was. Porzondek dumps it back deep into the Waldorf zone. And everyone is giving their best effort to keep it in. We got a pull goalie. We got 6 people here. Get a quick offsides there against the Huskies with a minute 37 remaining here in the third period. We pull Vucci off the ice, putting 6 players out there with an empty net by the Huskies. Again, it is a 3-5 game with the Huskies being down with a minute 37 remaining. Huskies are working hard, working their butts off, doing everything they can towards the last possible second until that final buzzer blows. Porzondek gets the puck, putting it deep down into Waldorf zone. Martin gets it in the corner, passing it behind him over to Walney. Puck goes up to Pisano. Pisano with Porzondek with a quick shot. Puck's loose in the slot, wrap around by Evans, unfortunately is incomplete, and Waldorf picks up the puck. Porzondek had a nice jump up there, go up to Martin. Martin puts it off the boards over to Waldorf, but the Husky pressure wins it back. Bry up on the point, goes for a quick shot, redirected by the defense. Puck leaves the Husky zone, but NIU is still in possession. Porzondek goes to a dump in, over to Martin. Martin to Walney. Walney jumps back, goes for a quick shot. And Waldorf's able to get a touch on it, not letting him get that shot off. Unfortunately, the puck was turned over into Waldorf's possession. Over to 24, letting Waldorf score on the empty net with 36 seconds remaining. Making this a 3-6 game. An unfortunate turnaround, but that is the risk of pulling your goalie. And it was a last set. We were 2 goals down before that. The Huskies were really fighting, giving everything they got out there. But unfortunately, those couple goals early on in the game were hurting us a little bit right now. Huskies did come out flying this third period, one of the best periods I've seen from them so far. And I've seen each member on this team really fighting for it, giving it their fullest effort of everything they can. We had Cerny with a great hit down there against number 25, knocking him off his feet. We got 15 seconds remaining here in the third period. The Huskies down 3-6. Getting a strong finish here. We got Vucci stepping out, holding the puck in the corner. And again, going right into his glove with a mere 3 seconds remaining on the clock in the third period. For everyone tuning in today, I thank you guys. Appreciate you guys supporting the Huskies from our YouTube channel, watching the game here. And I appreciate you guys interacting in the comment section. If you haven't already, I encourage you to go check out our website, NIU Ice Hockey. You can get sweatshirts, t-shirts are available for sale. You can check our latest updates and game schedule. Thank you guys again for supporting the Huskies. And we'll see you again next week when we play ISU.